Months of panic, think about this, and worry for this Wake Forest couple. They were desperately trying to figure out what was poisoning their daughter.
They're going after the little ones, stuff they eat every single day. It's a buildup thing. Poisonous recalls you guys need to know about. And it looks like the evidence stacking up, intentionally contaminated. More good information you guys need to know about coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, need to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Anyone that's been watching this channel for a while know I travel around a lot. I've owned and operated lots of businesses before I started this channel. Today I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico, but it's not gonna stop me from bringing you guys awareness you need to know. So let's get going, because this is really important. Now, this is all over the news, but the crazy thing is, why all of a sudden now? Because this has been turning and burning for longer than just this last week. Applesauce pouches may have been intentionally contaminated, FDA official says. Now, like I said, this isn't brand new. This has been going on. Why all of a sudden the hype? And the more I look into this, the more fishier it gets. But let me catch you up on the latest news before I go down the rabbit trail that's gonna get your mind turning. CNN. An official with the Food and Drug Administration said the lead contamination in recently recalled applesauce pouches may have been an intentional act. Jim Jones, the agency deputy commissioner for human foods, told Politico the FDA is still investigating the matter, but so far all signs point to someone in the supply chain contaminating the pouches on purpose. Now folks, if you're brand new here and haven't seen that video and you find this video interesting, be sure to go watch that one. You'll see why it has almost 1.5 million views. Lots of crazy stuff you want to know about. The FDA said at least 65 children under the age of 6 have reported getting sick after eating fruit puree pouches sold under Wanabana, Weiss, and Schnucks brand. Remember those companies. I'm gonna circle around to something super interesting about that. According to the New Jersey Poison Control Center, contaminated spices are incredibly common. Sometimes it occurs naturally because of the metals in the soil. Right. But other times it's intentional to add weight to a product. Did you guys hear that one? Intentionally added to add weight to the product. Now, why would they want to do that? Because we feel like we get more value for our money because of the weight of the product? Like I said, all of this is way more crooked than you guys think. Like I said, if you haven't seen that one, watch that one, and you're gonna find out a lot more than this. Lead is toxic to humans at all levels. It can cause developmental delays in children, as well as head, stomach, and muscle aches. Many of you in our community out there already know that there's this big type of thing out there where they're trying to attack our little ones. And you gotta think about it. These little squeeze pouches for children, this is something that they eat almost every single day in most lifestyles. When you got something bad in a product and you eat it every single day of your life, how do you think that affects you? And how do you think it affects a developing little one over the course of its bringing up? Now, like I said, with that, bringing awareness, please help me by sharing this video. Get this out to as many families as you can, because if this in fact is harmful, we definitely want to let as many people know as we can. Now, like I said, this isn't new as of a couple days. This goes back. Let's check out what's been going on in the past couple months.
Months of panic, think about this, and worry for this Wake Forest couple. They were desperately trying to figure out what was poisoning their daughter with lead. Then they think they found the answer when their brand of fruit pouch was recalled. 5 on Your Side's Keely Arthur is live now after talking with this family who they're now suing the manufacturer, Keely.
Yeah, Dan, the mother, Heather Goolsby, told me on the phone this is not about the money. This is about alerting other families and to hold the manufacturers accountable.
Now, folks, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know these lawsuits, these claims, they happen with these large conglomerates that own everything. These claims, these actions happen all the time. Lawsuit after lawsuit regarding your health. Settlements get paid. Crazy thing is, the stuff stays on the shelves. That's what happens when a big monopoly owns everything and can buy off and pay off any problem.
In the Goolsby's proposed class action lawsuit, they say they were terrified after a regular checkup showed more than 5 times the normal level of lead in their infant daughter's blood. Wake County health officials tested the family's water, soil, air, clothing, paint, vehicles, and more, but could not find the source. The suit says this went on for months until October 30th, when the Goolsbys learned about the FDA advisory warning parents not to give their children Wanabana apple cinnamon fruit puree pouches because of elevated levels of lead.
Now let's pause, think about this. Did any of you guys hear about those recalls? I can sure in the heck tell you that I didn't. Lawsuits and recalls, and everyone's still buying the same stuff. Seriously, it's crazy.
Wanabana suspects the source of the lead is the cinnamon in the pouches. Lisa Gill with Consumer Reports says their testing has long shown spices are a source of heavy metal contamination. And right now, there is an investigation to find out how widespread this contamination might be.
We know that the CDC is actively involved. We know a lot of testing is going on, and they're trying to trace back what looks to me like the source of the cinnamon as well as where else the cinnamon might appear.
Lead is toxic to everyone, but can be especially harmful to children. Short-term exposure can cause headaches, stomach pain, vomiting, and anemia, according to the FDA.
Another thing super interesting that a lot of you guys might be thinking, turn in the back of your head, of course, the thing that they have a problem with is extra worse for little ones. A lot of people out there agree that they're after the little ones.
These fruit pouches has already expanded once. We're going to stay on top of this and let you know if more products are recalled. Meanwhile, on WRAL.com, we have a link to all of the known products and their identifying markings, because remember, this is multiple brands that are included in this recall, so you can figure out if you have them at home. If you do, get rid of them.
And, so many parents, the kids get the same meals every single day. Giving these kids this food over and over again. Keely, thank you so much.
Now that news guy nailed it right there at the end. These kids eat this stuff day in and day out, potentially upping levels 5 times in their system, which lead to developmental issues and a lot more. If you would take a second, leave me down in the comments what you guys think is going on here, what you think the concern is, and your 2 cents. Now, like I said, I wanted to dig into this. You won't believe what I found out. Now, initially I was thinking, is this owned by the conglomerates? Are they trying to do something again? And to my surprise, I was wrong, but it got the wheels turning on another theory. One of those companies listed, I looked up, Schnucks. Found out that they're actually a privately owned company. It says Schnucks is a supermarket chain based in St. Louis area. The company was founded in 1939. They've got over 100 stores in 4 states throughout the Midwest: Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. They also ran stores under the Logley supermarkets and the Highlander Foods. Schnucks is one of the largest privately held supermarket chains in the United States and dominates in the St. Louis metro grocery market. Now, it's a big one, guys. $3.1 billion in 2019. So then it got my head turning. Since they're so big and the monopoly wants to control everything, is it sabotage? Are they trying to take these companies out by, slipping something in somewhere? Then I found this. Forbes writes, Schnucks out innovating Amazon, Walmart, and everyone else in grocery. What happens when the small family-owned business gets so big and then starts to compete with the big conglomerates that own everything and want to run, operate, and control everything? Well, I know for a fact they don't like the competition. Did a little more digging, and on this article from mash.com, learned a lot about the company. Now, this company goes back to 1937, one of the originals, and owned by generations of the Schnucks family. And unless I missed something, they've kept it in the family. Now, if you like reading, this was a really cool article. Tons of history, the development of the company over all the course of the years, the transitions they made, good educational read. But what I gathered from it, because I couldn't find, they're private, there's no huge shareholders by BlackRock, Vanguard, or any of those guys. But the only thing that really made sense was they don't want this company to succeed, especially now that they're trying to combat Amazon, Walmart, and have a better process and a better product. Anyway, the awareness on the warning of the applesauce, definitely worth your guys' attention, and hopefully you guys share that information out. Super important. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Be sure to watch this video to learn a ton more about stuff you should know. And as I know more, I'll keep you guys posted. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.